What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What is Bitcoin and crypto doing today? Well, not too much, but I'm still eyeing some of these levels I've been talking about and why they're important for either the next leg up or the next leg down, right? And this would drive almost the entire crypto markets. So we're going to be taking a look into that. Going to be following up on the Ethereum charts, XRP charts, total altcoin market cap charts as well. Now, if you guys are holding any altcoins that are doing well, at least how you guys are trading it, do drop a comment in the comment below. I would surely love to look at them for you if you would if you would want to see it in the charts. I do go over the comments, so I will follow up with them over a certain time, right? Now, if you guys don't already have a Webull account and want some free stocks, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away free stocks when you open an account and deposit $100 US. Now the stocks are going to be valued from $3 to $3,000. So if you guys are lucky in drawing your free stocks, you guys might get something more close to the higher range. And if you guys are unlucky, well, you guys still get some free stocks anyway. So why wouldn't you get some free stuff, right? If you guys are going to be trading anyways. Now, Webull, I have used them as an exchange before for trading both stocks and crypto. And I do like them as an exchange for beginners. Now, what I do is I personally do not leave a lot of money on any particular exchange. I would spread the money around several exchanges because of what has happened. So something to be thinking about. Now, let's dive right into the charts and see if there's going to be anything interesting that could be happening soon, right? Since Bitcoin has been in a pretty tight range for quite some time. All right, here. We do have the Bitcoin chart pulled up. This would be the hourly time frame. We can take a look at basically, let's start from the higher time frames up, shall we? Let's go into the weekly time frame here, where I've been talking about this as a major signal for potential upside, right? Because as we can see here, it has formed this cup and handle pattern for almost almost the entire for over a year, right? Since price action did try to get back above about 32K here, and we're basically approaching that level right now. Now, if the price action does get a weekly candle close above this 32K area, that would look bullish to me. Of course, it has to hold that level, right, with the weekly candle close. If it breaks and holds this level, then the measured targets for this breakout would be at about 50K. About 50K, okay? Now, this is all part of this breakout right here out of this falling wedge pattern, which has been forming since November 2021, right? And the breakout of that target, the measure move of that breakout there is about 55K. So this is just a measure move. Of course, it's not going to get there overnight, and it's an estimate, okay? It does not even have to get there, just be realistic, right? So it's an estimate. Do your research online about measure moves, right? Don't just take my word for it. I am bullish in the markets at the time. I do have long positions opened for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and quite a few altcoins that are on KuCoin, right? definitely trying to get off KuCoin because you know, they started implementing their American KYC. So I'm really just trying to close my positions at this time for my altcoins that I have been having open for quite some time. Now, you know, just knowing the context of what's going on in this bigger time frame here on this weekly time frame, we do see that the price action did come down to the weekly 21 SMA, which is the blue line here, and we are still well above the weekly 200 SMA, which is the orange line, right? So that is interesting to be watching out for because it looks like this is going to be some pretty slow price action. So when that happens, I'll be paying attention to the higher time frames to see any potential moves that could be coming, right? Now let's take a look into the 3-day time frame where we have a 3-day candle close coming in about, you know, in about 5 hours. Trying to stay on top of the 3-day 21 SMA here, which is the blue line here. But we do have the 3-day 50 SMA, you know, basically at the top trend line of this falling wedge, this smaller falling wedge I've been talking about. Not really a small falling wedge. I mean, it's only small because we're looking at it from a higher time frame. But we do have the 3-day 50 SMA coming, actually, you know, surpassing the top trend line here of this falling wedge pattern the price action has broken out of. So that's good because, for example, if someone has entered on the 50 SMA, for example, right, and you see your moving average moving, you know, upwards, where that could have been your sell signal, then at least your sell signal has increased, right? So basically, if you entered on the 50 SMA, where it was lower and now it has come up higher, then you basically could sell your positions for a profit if you know, price action gets a 3-day candle close below the 3-day 50 SMA. That is just an example, okay? Not financial advice. None of this is financial advice, right? I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So like I said, I've had positions opened, a lot of my positions opened when Bitcoin did get to about where it looked like it was going to break out here at about 31.8K. I did not do my preparations enough to see that was probably not a breakout, but it has not hit my sell signal yet, so I'm still in the market long. So that's just me. I could very well be wrong and be taking a loss here, right? So this is something I'm keeping an eye out on. Let's take a look into the daily time frame here, where this would be more important in the short term. Right, so this is more important in the short term because I've been talking about the breakout of this falling wedge pattern. Looks like price action has been able to stay above this pattern here after the breakout. Now what I'm really seeing here, and I've been talking about this, is this possible double bottom scenario, where we do have you know, the neckline to be at about 30K, right, where this red candle was, about 30K, right? And then we do have bullish divergence that could still be playing out. Now, if the price action does get a candle close below this level, I would say about 29K here, then I would invalidate this double bottom pattern, and could be and we're probably gonna have to, you know, chart something else. But right now, what I'm looking at here is this double bottom setup. And if the price action is able to get a daily candle close above 30K level, this 30K level, then I would still say this double bottom pattern is still playing out. And the next real resistance I am looking at would be about that level again, at about that 32K area, which would be, you know, basically where the price action was, about 31.8 to 32-ish. That would be in a zone of pretty strong resistance. Considering the big pattern that's in play here, of course, right? Now, that's what I'm looking at, the 30K level, and seeing if this double bottom plays out. If it does, then the next real resistance I'm looking at would be about that 32K area. Now let's talk about the potential downside here, right? The potential downside is if the price action starts breaking some of these major moving averages, right? So right now it is on top of the daily 21 SMA, and the next resistance, like I said, 30K level, which is basically the daily 50 SMA, the gray line here. But right now we're still on top of the blue line, which is the daily 21 SMA. So we have not retraced this engulfing bullish candle yet, right? Well, I wouldn't call that engulfing, but this green candle here. So we haven't retraced that. So that's good that this double bottom pattern still looks like it's still in play, right? If it starts breaking the daily 21 SMA, then that probably tells me that it's gonna break. Well, I mean, that would basically be the 3-day 21 SMA as well. It's pretty close. And that's something to be watching out for in the next 4 or 5 hours. But we do have quite a bit of major moving averages below us, and I would expect to at least get a bounce. That's just my expectations, not financial advice. We have the 3-day 50 SMA, the weekly 21 SMA. So I think we already bounced off the weekly 21 SMA. So I will at least expect to get a bounce from the 3-day 50 SMA if the price action was to get lower, right? And it would be bad if the price action breaks back into this falling wedge pattern that has broken out of. Then the next levels of support will be the daily 200, the orange line here, currently at about 27K, coming up slowly. The 3-day 200 SMA is actually downward sloping, so that's probably not good to be looking for a bounce off of. The weekly 200 SMA is coming up slowly, currently at about 27.3-ish. And if these levels get broken, then I'm really looking back at the that 25K level as support, which is quite a bit of a way down. So I will probably consider liquidating some of my positions when it starts breaking some of these major moving averages. So of course the situation could change and my opinions could change. So that's really what I'm looking at. Nothing has really gone on today, but I am looking at that daily time frame, that double bottom on the daily time frame, and seeing if that is still in play. If not, we could be looking at something else. So that wraps up my update for Bitcoin. I know you guys want to see Ethereum, XRP as well, so I'm going to do a quick follow-up on those. Of course, I think they're going to be following Bitcoin, right? As most altcoins do. So Ethereum has broken out of this falling wedge pattern, staying above it at the moment, so that's still good news. Measure move out of this breakout here would be about $2,000. That's on the daily time frame. Let's go to XRP real quick. XRP has broken out of this falling wedge pattern as well, as I have talked about before, which usually breaks the upside where it did. Measure move out of this breakout would be about 89 cents. Looks like it is staying on top of this pattern. Now, if price action does break back into the pattern it has broken out of, that would invalidate the breakout and the pattern, okay? And that would not look good, right? Something to be keeping an eye out on, right? So let's go to total altcoin market cap just to finish it off. Total altcoin market cap, where it looked like it wanted to break out of this falling wedge pattern, like Ethereum and XRP, but it looks like the price action only got a wick above the pattern, and now it's breaking back into the pattern. In this case, I would adjust the top trend line here, and we still have a form of a falling wedge pattern, right? So, another thing I do is, and I think a lot of people would do is, a lot of traders at least would be, if the price action does look like it has broken out of the original pattern or broken down from the original pattern, see if you can actually adjust the trend lines and still make a form of that pattern. So for example, in this case where it looked like it broke out of the falling wedge pattern, but it breaks back in, I will adjust the top trend line here and see if I can still make a falling wedge pattern. And if I can, then we still have a falling wedge pattern, right? So we could get a new measure move here, which would be about the same, really. I'll just put it, I'll just assume that it'll break out later if it doesn't break down or break out sooner. So that's really what I'm looking at for these markets. Like I said, I think Bitcoin is still the focus here. So this wraps up for my updates. Please like, subscribe for more updates, and have a very nice day.